we've already looked at how we can use arrays in conjunction with objects to get, hundreds, thousands of objects moving around on screen. But they aren't just limited to working with objects. And so I wanted to just use this as an opportunity to talk about how other ways that you can use arrays and the kinds of things that they can hold. So we're already familiar with the syntax where you would declare an array by using square brackets right here. But if you wanted to, you could populate the array when you first initialize the name, right? So if you wanted to, you could have a whole bunch of names in there, right? So and there, you'll see everything inside of here is separated by a comma, right? And so let's say that you had an array that contained a couple of musicians, right? This is one way that you could do it. It can hold strings of text like this. It could hold just a series of numbers. It can hold, as you've already seen, it can hold whole objects. It could hold properties of objects, so you could just pass in the XY location. It could also hold just like a whole bunch of true false. And there are a whole bunch of different ways that you can use this. In fact, an array is actually an object inside of JavaScript. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just demonstrate a couple different ways that you can access and change the stuff inside of an array, other than just using the push notation that we saw last week. So here we've got right, so here we've got a couple different ways of greeting somebody, right? Now, if we wanted to, we can loop through the array, and we can say for let I equals 0, I is less than array.length. So length is an attribute of the array that will tell us just how long the array actually is. So if we aren't sure, if it might change size over time. So we'll do this, and then boop, and then we can say my array, and then inside of brackets we say I. And actually what I want to do is I want to print these out, right? Console.log my array, blah, da, da, right? And so if I run this, we'll see that all these things just print out here, right? And if I wanted to be very clear about where it's accessing all these, right? Is index number. Where did that? There we go. So now what it's going to do is it's going to print out the item inside of the array and then let us know the index number of it. So this right here, hello, this is actually index number 0. And then bonjour is index number 1. So the reason that it's set up like this is arrays start counting at 0. So the first thing inside of there is actually you access it by getting number 1. So you can ask for for what's inside of an array just by saying something along the lines of console log my array, and then you can give it a number, right? So if we try 2, we're getting an error because I've done something really stupid here. And I've left this extra curly bracing. There we go. So we can, sorry about that. So you can see here, this is we print this out. And then if we tried to do something that was out of bounds, so let's say we try like item number, index 3, undefined. So there's nothing there, right? So it returns nothing to us. If we wanted to add something inside of there to number 3, right, we could say, just like setting a variable, we would say myArray3 equals like an Australian good day, right? And then we could try printing it out again, and we'd see that we'd get undefined the first time, and then the second time through, it would actually print out like good day, right? So this is how you set something inside of there, and this is how you retrieve something inside of there. You just reference it by its index number. We'll take a look at a couple other functions and how to use and manipulate arrays in the next video.